Item Number SCP-2752. Index Junk Mail. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Mobile Task Force Alpha 4, Pony Express, is tasked with the identification and interception of SCP-2752 instances before they are sent to the addresses of their respective recipients. A scanned copy of each recovered SCP-2752 instance is to be produced and stored in Archival Sector 7 at Site-64. After scanning, original copies may be incinerated. Persons affected by SCP-2752 are to be held at E-Class holding cells at Site-64 and undergo weekly medical checkups. At the discretion of the attending medical officer, invasive surgical procedures may be enacted on such persons to prevent health complications attributed to SCP-2752. Description: SCP-2752 refers to a series of letters mailed to New Zealand addresses, offering advertising mail opt-out services to recipients. The sender is attributed to an organization named Robinson to Liz, which is not listed as a registered company in New Zealand or any polity known to the Foundation. No return address is found in confiscated SCP-2752 instances. To date, all known instances of SCP-2752 are sent solely to male individuals aged between 2 to 6 and with legal addresses in New Zealand cities. When SCP-2752 is read by its intended recipient, hereon referred to as subject, the following anomalous occurrences will manifest. Cessation of mail letters, advertising mail or otherwise, sent to the address of the subject's instances. Through the use of letters equipped with a GPS tracker, letters are shown to have vanished when placed inside a mailbox. Hand-delivered mail letters are exempted from this effect. Claircognizance regarding the contents of mail letters that would be sent to the subjects. This occurs after said letters are placed in a mailbox. Traces of black dye manifested in subjects' urinary system, particularly the kidney, bladder, and urethra. Manifestation of paper pieces inside subjects' internal organs, including stomach, large intestines, lungs, kidney, etc. Scanned and handwritten copies of SCP-2752 do not possess this effect on their intended recipient. SCP-2752 was identified on 1974 in Auckland, New Zealand, when multiple paper strips were found in the lungs of POI 2752-01, Mr. After a surgery. While initially believed to be an isolated incident, similar cases were identified in other New Zealand cities and SCP-2752 was officially classified. Addendum 2752-1. Interview Log POI 2752-04-13. Date 1975. Interviewee POI 2752-04, Mr. Interviewer Dr. Aster Black. Forward. The following interview is conducted at POI 2752-04's request. Begin log. Dr. Black. I heard you have requested for me. So, what's wrong? POI 2752-04. Doctor, wrong is an understatement. I've received another letter. Up here. POI 2752-04 points to its forehead. We've debriefed on this already. This is a difficult time, but it was from Robinson to Liz. Okay, I'm listening. What did they say? The usual thank you for using us crap, but they sure have a weird way of expressing they have fucked up. Please give me some examples of these expressions. that they didn't know that cellulose is indigestible, or that ink poisoning is a thing, and the biological peculiarities of the so-called humans of this plane that was underlined, and a direct quote. They also gave us compensation, a check with a very large sum of money in yen. Do you recall the value? 960 billion yen, precisely that amount. But, Doctor, if this is anything like the rest of their so-called service, I'm not getting any real money, am I? We will have to wait and see first. End log. Closing statement. Interviews with other subjects indicate that they have received similar letters from Robinson to Liz. The value offered by Robinson to Liz is consistent among all subjects, at a value of 960 billion yen. Addendum 2752-2. On 1975, postage stamps are found manifested underneath the tongues of all known subjects. Denomination is stated as 960 billion yen. Said stamps have a banana tree motif and are labeled Dai To A Malai Baru. Note: this includes the corpses of currently deceased subjects, with said stamps manifested from within the ashes of said instances. No anomalous quality has been identified among recovered stamps. All instances of said postage stamps are provisionally kept in Storage Sector 2 at Site 64 and slated for incineration.